Okay, this is Damashius Pendejo signing on. So, just to talk about this game. This game was probably a little irritating for me because I died. Not only did I die a couple times, but they were... The reason why I died was because I wasn't paying attention. But on top of that, I tried to gank 3 times and they did not they weren't paying attention. So I was kind of irritated. I was like, couldn't get mad at them, but I was still kind of frustrated because
30 seconds until
3 times I tried to gank and they were hanging out like uh, farming when they could have helped me take dragon. So when I'm about to get into this, the first thing I do is I ward right here, and then I move over to my section. And the reason I do it like this is because you never know who you're playing with when you're playing with everybody else. And because of that, you're gonna encounter some problems. One of the biggest problems I've encountered playing League of Legends is that one, I have internet connection issues, and two, look at me fucking walking back in the face. That's horrible. But it's pretty shocking. It's pretty shocking when you work with a team that isn't acting like a team. Like it makes no sense to me. Like if you're gonna play a group game, you gotta pay attention. And one of the things right here, like okay, my internet goes down early game. This is a huge disadvantage. So immediately what I do is I check my internet setting, I reset it, and then bring it back up. So I get on, I log in, I go to the website where I get my internet, confirm it, and then I quickly try to get back to the game because this is a very crucial point, and right now I am officially behind. So I do everything I need to do, I get my internet back up, and I try to go back at it. And so any second my internet reconnects. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna forget that even happened, and I'm just gonna stay focused to what I know. So here I go, and I'm walking down the lane, and for me, I could clear both jungles in my first go. Oh shoot. So I can clear them both in one go. And the way I'm able to do this, both sides of the jungle, is the first thing I do is I go to blue first. Going to blue first with the Jarvin is pretty good because you get the blue buff, but that monster isn't as strong as the red one. And the creatures over here aren't as stronger. So the reason why I do it this way is I hit these creatures, I level up to, I go over there at level 3, and I still have a major portion of my health. And so, of course, it's more ideal if I did get that leash. I wish I would have gotten that leash. The most crucial part of playing a Jarvin is those first 3 levels. Those first 3 levels and making sure that you have it down to a science. So right here, I hit the 2 smaller creatures first because they're easier to kill. I never target the big creatures right away. And so over here, I don't worry about these first. I come over and get this red buff. So I come over here, I get this red buff, and then at that point, it's optional. It doesn't matter. You can go up here and grab this, or you can go down there. Now, if I did have a leash in the beginning, I would have more health right here. So what I'm doing is waiting for my weapon to recharge. I shoot down my E, the Damashian standard, the flag, and then I use my my Q to hook in, grab it, and get these monsters. Alright, so from right here, my health is low. I won't be able to take on the other monsters because I didn't have a leash. So I come over here, I ward that area just in case for a gank, and then I come over and I try to take this. If I'm able to successfully get this creature, the benefit is I get health. What happened? Why did that happen? Okay. I get health, and then I'm able to get those other creatures, the rock monsters. And so this is wasting time. Like anytime you're running around like that in the beginning, you should have the jungle down to a science. So right here, I'm realizing, like, I was like, I can gank for these guys. I can. So I come over here, I try to gank, boom. Right, we totally could have got that. We totally could have got that, but people lagging behind the support should always be with the ADC. Their health isn't that bad, except for, yeah, the ADC, but she could still do damage, and she still did have full health. And so, if Sima would have put off her stuns, that would have worked. Now, I get irritated at that, because the bot lane should be paying attention. They should be poking, they should be drawing closer, antagonizing them, getting it to a better ideal position. Of course, priority is making sure vision in that area isn't there, so that the Shyvana, who is right now moving towards that jungle, won't gank them. So getting rid of that vision early, getting rid of their vision is very important. If anytime, especially the ones that aren't camouflaged, like, you should always be getting that. So right here, I'm gonna start building the monster weapon, and I build Cinderhulk, and I find it pretty effective against the dragons. And so I'm gonna come back, and I'm going to try to take on this dragon at level 4. Level 4, you can take on dragon without getting killed. The only thing you gotta worry about is the enemy jungler. So here's how you do it. Coming in from right there leaves you unexposed. Like, no one knows I'm in there. If they had that bug ward right here, they wouldn't be able to see what's inside here. So as long as I don't leave, no one knows I'm in here. So here it is, first dragon. No one even thinks I'm in there. They think I'm farming, and so there you go. Out of nowhere, I got the dragon buff. It's a whole level up. And so I'm making a mistake. I should have not have done that. So when you come in from the rear like that, all you do is you target dragon with your E, and then you hook it. So you're doing damage and you're sneaking in at the same time. It's a pretty effective tactic for Jarvin. So here it is again. Came in, tried to help them gank. They have full health. Sima's lagging behind again, and I'm kind of irritated because it's not fair. You know, like, you gank twice, you try to help them. I actually pinged 3 times, and they still weren't paying attention. So I'll send them a message. Hey, if you're not gonna pay attention, don't complain about ganks. You know, like, that's ridiculous. That was 2 times already. I got first dragon. I'm feeling kind of pumped up for that, you know, and I want to get back into the fight. So I'm gonna grab my items. Right here, I have part of the Cinderhulk, and I have armor. I grab armor to take dragon at level 4, because that extra defense helps. If someone comes and attack me, if the ADC tries to come to attack me, I have more room to think about what kind of tactics I'm going to implement. The armor is also part of the boots I get, so I think about all these things. It's important. You never want to wander around the jungle like this. This is actually really bad. I try not to ever do something like this. I was gonna go and help Zoe, but I realized it was a bad idea. So here I am. I'm pinging. Hey, I'm coming. Still not paying attention. Alright, that's what happens when you're not paying attention. Like, it's really irritating when I come in there, and obviously it's warded, so it's frustrating. You know, when you do 3 gigs, it's not going to help because someone's not paying attention. I ping ahead of time. I don't like to wait in the bushes, and the reason why I don't like to wait in the bushes is because you never know if it's warded or not. So upon coming in, I will ping repeatedly until they realize. So the jungler, his main responsibility is taking dragon and farming his area, keeping monsters clear of that area. That's how he get levels up. That's how he gains experience. So this is my main purpose. It's not really to gank. I will gank. As you've seen, I did try to gank, even though it wasn't very effective. I still do it because it gives. Now ganking's good. I'll never say ganking is bad as a jungler. I mean, because that's your one of your main functions, but it's not the main function. You really, as a jungler, you should really be paying attention to the win conditions. Taking Herald, taking sorry, here I died. Kinda sucks. I was trying to help her out. She kind of tried to sneak around, got killed. I was like, yay, low health, I could take her, and it was horrible. Like, that was my first death, and it was a stupid, unnecessary death. So right here, I wasn't paying attention. She's level 9, I'm level 6. Obviously, that's not gonna work. Like, I should have went there stronger. I should have backed, grabbed resources. Yeah, my teammate might die, but I would have died, and I would have went over there stronger. So the reason why I say that ganking is not the jungler's main function is because it's not. This game, I didn't win it by being the best jungler. I did it by jungling. So I focused on jungling. And the reason why I did is because I leveled up really quick. I was able to get all the resources and tools I need. The dragons, like if you get every single dragon, it's like having an extra set of runes. It's like having an extra. It's that 7th item in your arsenal. You know, it's important. So I come over here. I take this dragon. No one knows I'm here. I'm looking. They're really focused on Shyvana, or Shyvana's really focused on bot lane because bot lane's not doing that great. You know, they really ain't. And so here you go. Here's another dragon taken. And what this is going to do is, as a team, it's going to boost their stats up. And so it's going to take us from being a 5-man team to a 6-man team. Just with the extra resources and just with the extra buffs to our champions. And it's like, you get all the champions, you're gonna be you will be like the 5th man, you know. Getting dragon is like having an extra player on your team. When you have like all the dragons at once, you're pretty much unstoppable. It doesn't matter how horrible your team's playing. So if you're focused on the win conditions, you're gonna be able to get that done. And so let's see what I got here. The hell are they building? Oh, okay. It's the ADC. Yeah, they're both ADC. It's so weird. Okay. Yeah, bot lane was kind of weird. It was kind of confusing to me. Obviously, Kiana. Oh, Kiana's doing good. She's just not paying attention when I come in and game. So, my biggest mistake this game is not helping Cho'Gath out properly. I should have come to Cho'Gath and helped him and ganked him in a more appropriate manner. But I'm always hesitant to help people that are losing a lot because chances are their skill level isn't that high compared to the other player, and if you don't gank right, you can die. So going into someone else's lane and dying after they died twice, at that point it's that enemy champion's feeding. So I am very cautious about entering into the enemy or ganking top lane when he's dying, because if I die, it just makes it worse. It just makes the situation a lot worse. So I continue my farming and just stay focused on the basics and hope that you're back. And hope that my team, that what I'm doing will benefit my team a little bit more. And so I'll take this blue buff and then I'll focus on the next big thing. So I took dragons. When I'm not taking a dragon, my goal is to either be pushing on a turret or taking on the herald. So as an ADC, I make sure all the things that should be done, that are goals in the game, get them done. So here's this Rift Herald. I challenged it to combat. He didn't like me, so I was like, I left. I tried to do this, and I died again because I wasn't paying attention. Like, that's a big, like, if I would have died to that, that would have been bad. Well, look at those two. Conniving. But
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
so I'm like, hey, you know, I'm losing the team fights, but I'm winning the objectives. So I see this, try to help. Dang, Cho'Gath, you are slow.
Rampage.
Yeah, man. And let's see, what's next? I was like, please help me with this. Alright, so here I try to create a distraction while they're focused on this. I try to go over and take Dragon. That's the goal. So, look at them. Ah, shoot. This is where I messed up. I should have hit a little better. I shouldn't have went straight down the middle. But in my defense, I didn't know that they were all going to be on Dragon. So, this was actually pretty good. So, they were already at Dragon because they already lost 2 dragons. And, yeah, creating that distraction was a good idea. Like, now the rest of the team is forced to. There's me pinging them. Hey, what are you doing? Like, this is bad. Like, why are those two? Why are those two playing this bad? Like, now I have to sacrifice myself to delay them because these two are being selfish. What they were doing was they were over here and they were taking these rock golems from me. Like, those are my golems. Like, you had no business farming that. And they're both ahead. I mean, she's doing good. She's 5-0, and instead of helping us in this team fight, which is what she should have done with the almost 100 CS and 5 kills she has, she could have been in that team fight. She was supposed to be in that team fight, and she was not there. And she's still not there. This, to me, is a bad player. They think that because they're good, they don't have to think about things like win conditions, okay? You can go 20-0 and still lose a game, alright? The dragons are the main priority, and her not participating is really bad. You know, she should always be participating, and some people will say I don't agree with that, but it's true, alright? Getting these dragons, it helps keep Cho'Gath's stats up, it helps keep her stats up, it helps keep support stats up, because these guys don't get to have the benefits we do of being able to farm and get these. So the two good things I did was to get this dragon was one, creating a diversion when I took the Herald and summoned them right here, delaying them and drawing them away from dragon, because this would have been catastrophic for them. They would not they didn't not want to sacrifice these turrets to Infernal Dragon. That would have been really bad. And so they did the right thing by coming in and stopping the Herald. But here we are, we're winning team fights now because we have 3 dragons, and but I died again, and one of the reasons I died is because she was pulling out when I would have won all the fights. She didn't pull out. She pulled out, and so she's funny. Like, when I look at her, I think of Aminato from Magic the Gathering, that planeswalker that blinks. That's what I think of when I see her. Is like she's just basically a blink deck. Yeah, that's a good way to think of it. Zoe is a blink deck. Okay, and again, I went over here, I tried to gank, and these guys aren't helping. Like why are you not helping? Like, you're a 5-0 ADC, you should have been there, you should have been helping. I can't believe how bad this person is. Like, all that potential wasted because she's not a team player. She's not paying attention to everything around her. I noticed this, like, let's see, where's she right now? Yeah, 6-0, and all those deaths could have been prevented if she would be paying attention to the team plays. The team plays so important. Playing as a team, communicating as a team, but not paying attention, no. These kinds of people, I don't even rebuke. I don't like talk to them because they just install you and ruin the game. So it's, I don't know. I was really irritated by her playstyle. Even though she's doing good, she's doing what she's supposed to be doing as far as like getting the kills and taking out this turret. That's important. So that was good. You know, that is good. This Cho'Gath, I don't know what the heck he's doing. Like, I mean, yeah, this will level him up, but he needs to eat monsters. Cho'Gath gets big by eating monsters. When the more minions he eats, the bigger he gets. and his stats get, and he starts to stack his stats, and he becomes an unstoppable force. Wasting your time eating something that big is just going to, it's gonna slow you down, and it's not really worth it. Like, he could have jumped in a lane and farmed like he should have been doing instead of doing that. Like, really irritating. No, low key, like he shouldn't have been doing that. Alright, so back to me. And I don't mean to be roasting my teammates, but it's pretty bad. Here I go. Try to gank again. I ping 3 times, 4 times. So let's see if there's a different outcome. There we go. We got 1 kill there. I tried to free this up because I was trying to bring the minions up to get to that turret faster. There I am. So what I'm doing is I'm hitting them with enough damage to not want to be able to poke us while we take dragon. So I'm hitting all the most dangerous people. I went after her instead of chasing them with them because that doesn't do me any good. My goal is to get this dragon. This dragon is one of the important ones. What is it? Final? Yeah, it's like, so now this is going to be the 4th dragon we got. So 4 dragons. At this point, my team is going to stop tilting and they're going to turn the other way. So even though we were losing in the beginning, like as far as our kills are concerned, now we're winning. And you know, I feel like this was key to winning the game, is just paying attention to those win conditions. So there we go, we got another dragon. Back to the game. So I'm not doing good as a, gosh, she got the kill for that? Why? No, don't hurt me. Oh my gosh, so violent. You see that? What an evil man. Oh, I was like, dang man, dang bro. You just got me, man. I'm not winning the group, my fighting them, you know, kind of jungle warfare, but I am hitting those dragons. So that's all that matters. There we go. Look at him. Ain't that neat? Not gonna lie, he kind of looks like a Japanese beetle. What do they call those things? Kabuto no Mushi? No. I think that's a... What is Kabuto no Mushi? Kabuto is bug. No, Mushi is bug. Kabuto is beetle. Oh yeah, that's right. Kabuto no Mushi is bug beetle. I don't get how they call it that. Kids, they like saying it. Kabuto no Mushi this. You know, like look, and it was a beetle, and I was like, what's your and he had the beetle in a jar, and I was like, what's your beetle's name? He goes, John Lennon. I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I don't think this dragon skin looks like a dragon. I think it kind of looks like a beetle. I think it's funny. This is my beetle skin. This is John Lennon Jarvin.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
So, my goals here, I realize, like, okay, they have pushed this turret all the way down to our base, and I need to push this out. So, there's no dragon at this point. My biggest priority is pushing this lane out. So, I make a mental note. With nothing to do on this side, you're taking out the turret. I don't care. I don't care if I have to feed. I'd rather push out the lane. They get 350 points or gold killing me, but I get like 1,500 gold for pushing out the lane and taking the turret. So I'm always thinking about stuff like that. So let's see. Boom, boom, boom. I got that. And I'm gonna move on up, do it again, and then rinse and repeat. Take that turret down. When in doubt, take a turret. If you don't know what you're doing, and you see everybody on the map, and they're all busy doing something, sneak in there and take a turret. I mean, this isn't for like a support that has like no damage. This is for someone. If you're a damage dealing person, like Garen, right? If everybody's bot lane and you're at the top lane and you see that turret unexposed, just take it, because Garen has like huge damage boost when he hits a turret. Like on his third hit, he will take a turret down to like a quarter. So here I see the ADC and I break contact and I go somewhere safe. And sure enough, doing that, Shyvana pops out. And she's obviously wanted to kill me because she knows that I'm not doing good taking on other players. I'm doing more of just focusing on the win conditions. So she knows I'm not that strong, and so she would chase me all over the map if she had the choice. So here I realize, hey, we got 20 seconds to Elder Dragon. This is a big deal. This is like one of the best dragons. So if we don't take this, we're done, you know. Hey, guys, this is a big deal. This is the one. Like, you guys gotta get down here. You gotta help me. So we wanted to melt this as quickly as possible so that we didn't have any accidents. And they knew. So at this point, there's nothing they can do. Yeah, that's a win. That's how you do it.